So, how does the United States send mixed messages regarding immigrants and especially students? Some of the visuals that come to mind when you think of the United States and immigration are land of the free, home of the brave, the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, all are welcome, the melting pot kind of visual aid. But in reality, we aren't set up that way anymore because of the rules and regulations and red tape and bureaucracy that exist in our government. So while the American dream is still alive, it is harder to attain because of red tape, because so many things have changed since the founding of America. We lack the planning and resources to enable everybody's dreams to come true. We're just not set up that way. And in the education system, this can be very difficult as you're trying to accommodate several different languages, several different cultures. It can be very taxing on the education system. So while people think they can come to America and get a better life, they are not wrong. But the path to that better life is a much more difficult path, sometimes with walls, than they may have anticipated. So that's one of the mixed messages that we send, like everybody's welcome, we'll help everybody, but also we kind of can't. So we need some sort of way to acclimate people into the United States when they get here without taking away their personal beliefs, but there needs to be a melting pot where everybody can retain their own taste, but that they will still melt and acclimate. So one thing that might be an improvement on the government's regulations for immigration right now would be a quicker, easier path to citizenship, especially for those who are already here under DACA or the Dreamers. They've landed here and they know nothing else. So oftentimes people are here illegally without their consent or knowledge and with no clear path to citizenship. And I believe that if people have a good record, they've been somebody who contributes to our economy and our society, then they should have a much easier path to citizenship than anybody who's not currently in our country or who's here under dubious circumstances. So this is hard for our government, who is not known for its efficiencies. Trust me, I was at the DMV this morning. It is not always an efficient system of government. Anything that the government runs has a lot of red tape. But if we could uncomplicate the laws for those that are already here, the minority student population that lives in fear of a parent being deported may actually sleep better at night with a sense of home and security that we are all entitled to. It would help families, students, and citizens all sleep better if we could have some sort of simplified version of what we have now in order to enable people to actually become citizens. I really appreciated the TED Talk and the inspiring words of the speaker when he said we need to view people from at risk to at promise. And I believe that that's true in the case of students. I know that we need to be cautious as we open our borders so that we can avoid the criminal activities that do come along with mass immigration, like human trafficking and drug trafficking. Caution needs to abound. But as we are looking at our students, as we're educators, as we have young people who are moldable and need help guidance in their life, we need to look at them as at promise and treat them like as they can become, not as we view they are. And as we do this, we might just trick them into believing in themselves. So I am pro-immigration, pro-legal immigration, and wishful that things could be a little bit more compassionately handled. But I understand the need for security in our country, security in our borders, and safety of our citizens.